He does not care.
No. It's like a timber saw, you know, where you've got this peak of strength and you want the enemy to try and fight you.
If they can kill this catapult, though, I think they're perfectly fine here without the DD.
Nice block in there on No Tail, and it looks like OG
Almost got it off.
a little bit too far for themselves. That's in part because they were fighting a bottom lane where Saberlight did die to mid one. They were probably thinking to themselves, well, we've got relocate to pull people into the mid lane, but they were busy. Busy getting a more important kill, a core Phoenix.
Really important because this is a big spike for Tidehunter. I think, okay, Supreme. Thompson?
They're going to try a little bit. The chain's instantly dispelled by the maxed out Kraken Shell here. Now, he is going to be able to get the Fissure block in, but the Ravage is up, as you said. He chooses an Anchor Smash instead. The Surge allows him to get away. That'll help solve some of the mobility problems for a Tidehunter. Saksa, though, his mobility is canceled by Charlie. Now the Ravage going up, but he outruns the Tentacles, and the Necronomicons will eventually kill him. And Thompson, having killed that melee Necronomicon, actually just gets bursted down. The Echo Slam is there to finish the deal, and Ninjas in Pyjamas can now take a tier 1 mid of their own, perhaps. What can you do with a carry Tidehunter? It's like the biggest downside is mobility, right? Being able to stick on top of heroes. He just charges right in. And
what? Are you serious?
Misha's just gone, just like that. A Fissure wall that kind of goes wrong for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They do manage to get out the Supernova as well as the Echo Slam. It looks like the Supernova is going to die, as will Era. Supreme is just left to try and pump out the rest of the damage by himself because he doesn't have a Lycan here with Shapeshift. He gets pulled back from the vacuum into No Tail's Fortune's End. Destroyed by this Tidehunter, right? He feels like he really can't get in there. It's just Supreme, who's just kind of running around. He can't do enough damage by himself. Oh, if that Fissure block had actually landed, maybe they could have forced something out. No Tail still doesn't have his ultimate, but maybe could have gotten something. Solar Crest now complete for the Tidehunter, so he's got all the minus armor items he needs. Mid one, he's going to relocate in. They're actually going to pop the Shapeshift here. They have to go for the backline heroes. That's why No Tail's going to be the first target. He's already dead. Mid one is actually in a bit of trouble here. 3 seconds till he relocates back, so they're going to ignore him for now and go for the support. Saksa, what a vacuum pull-in from Seb. Looks really hot, but can they actually chase down the rest of these important heroes? Because even Misha, the squishy 5 position, is getting away. The heal actually brings him back up to near full, and Thompson still on that front line, still ready to fight, but Ninjas in Pyjamas, they see that Thompson's perhaps low enough. They actually get the Eul Scepter on the Surge, so Thompson, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be stuck inside the Supernova. Sure, he keeps on dispelling off these stuns, but the damage, it's coming a little bit more from Saberlight, and he could have gotten it. Supreme is there to be able to get it with a slight chain combo that finishes off the Tidehunter and allows them to get away from the myriad of illusions that are left on the field from good old Darkseer. He's got it up now, though. So No Tail, he can play forward like he was doing before because the Ravage is there to assist Era. You can see half his health is gone from one Anchor Smash. If he gets another one, Era's just going to die, and he's get caught up by the rest of OG. So does Misha. Once again, the 2 supports of Ninjas in Pyjamas, they do die, but this is still OG kind of 5-manning and taking over the map.
I think they have to keep the aggression up here.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because eventually the December Spirit gets a bit too big and starts killing a lot of your backline heroes, right? And this is where the Lycan coming into play, goes into the back, tries to go for No Tail. They actually tried to hit the Meteor Hammer combo with the Supernova, but it wasn't good enough, and the Ravage actually clipped Supreme. He didn't dodge it with a slight or a jump to his Remnant or anything. So that was just an easy kill for Tidehunter to be able to grab, and they didn't have buyback. So now OG, with their aggression, this second time around, it works for them. They use the Ravage effectively, and now they can just have free reign of Ninjas in Pyjamas base.
Yeah, now it's really
But if somebody treads a little bit too far forward, like perhaps Supreme and the rest of his team does, Thompson just rolls up once again, makes Enchantress the target again and again. Supreme using the slight to try and get out. What an Echo Slam from Era as he jumps in, but everybody heals up. The mech comes out, the heals from the Oracle, and it looks like everybody is perfectly fine except for maybe No Tail, who's still kind of being run down by the Necronomicon units. He does eventually die, but it doesn't really matter. You won the fight, and you're still ready to go for these melee barracks.
And obviously against Lycan and Ember, this chip damage, that's very important with a Tidehunter. He becomes basically unkillable.
Yeah, you take a large percentage of the damage away, and then you take just straight up raw damage out. Thompson, though, he's really got to be careful of that Sun Ray. That's the only thing that really threatens him right now, is if he stays into the entirety of that percentage-based damage does do some good work. And what a roll-in from Soxa, reading where the Remnant's going, and that's a vacuum follow-up as well with a Ravage. And is that just going to be the wipeout of this game? They do manage to take out the Supernova, and there's still some buybacks left in the tank for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They're going to have to blow all of them, though, and they don't have their Echo Slam. They don't have their Supernova. I'm not sure what they have to be able to stop OG from retreating, and I'm not even sure if they can really stop them from just taking their base like this. Roll forward, Saberlight tries to dive away. Danny dies inside of the fountain too, couldn't get out fast enough. The silence on Supreme.
Look at the move speed on these two heroes.
Yeah, dude, they're just rolling up. Finally, Charlie, he's going to pop his ultimate. There goes the Echo Slam out from Arrow. Once again, they're trying to target to mid one, but the heals come out from No-Tail. Every single time they try and target somebody else other than No-Tail, they are met with a resounding wall of heals and magic immunity that pushes them back. They finally had to go for No-Tail now, but then eventually they just run out of damage. The 4-man of OG remains strong even just outside of your fountain. Pull him back in, pull out of the fountain, get back here. We want to have a fight a little bit longer before we finish up this bottom lane.
I'm just speechless. I feel like you have this is really making me feel like Darkseer is not an okay hero.
GG, man.
Like, they are really using this Darkseer to its fullest potential. This strategy is not okay.
Combination.
Like, the Darkseer, of course, they just need the levels.
Yeah.
Don't really need items.
Okay, so they saw a bunch of heroes rotate up to top. They think maybe they could fight here, and then they kind of see Thompson in his full form, realize, wait a minute, that man's got a BKB, retreat, but it's too late. Thompson, he's already closed that gap, and now Seb is here as well with the rest of the team. The Soulbind's going to go out, catching even more heroes, and now Ninjas in Pyjamas, they're going to have to fight around the Supernova, but the Supernova, it'll be dealt with so quickly with that hand on Midas Centaur. Tornado comes through, clipping a couple of heroes, man, and that Death Ward with the Maledict that was already up on Thompson, doing quite a large amount of work there, but all it does is force them back. It doesn't actually get any important kills. They kill Soxa, but that's going to be it. Meanwhile, they've lost 4 and maybe a 5th as Supreme still has the dust on him. Does he have anything he can invoke here to be able to get out? Stuck in a hole, but no way to survive. That's a team wipe there. 1 for 5 exchange to the favor of OG. So he's like, well, once they put any real disables on me, I could deal with that as well. The BKB still on cooldown for now. He's going to get the Tornado EMP follow-up. The rest of his team, it's a little bit too far away. They're going to bounce back in, but they snatch the Soulbind onto the Invoker with the Panko, so they completely neutralize him, get the homing missile stun afterwards, and this is going to be a comeback here for the Invoker, but what can he do with his second life? He's going to pop his BKB, but that poor Sven, man, he just gets eaten alive by Thompson. A really nice ice wall, but Thompson zooms out of it pretty quickly, and now he's got his BKB up. Seb, he tried to put a halt to Supreme's retreat there. Look at him go, man. He's catching up to Era. Era thought, oh, please, the Icarus dive. Surely it's going to get me enough distance, but it won't. Thompson's a shark, and he'll hunt down these kills wherever he smells the blood to do so. If it comes all the way to the end of your fountain, he'll take it, and maybe even in the fountain. Of course he will. Thompson, calm down. What are you doing, you mad lad? Get out of there. With the BKB TP, once again, he'll be fine. They don't have any stops to these things. Hold a whole lot of real estate. No-Tail dropping some sprays on the ground while dodging tornadoes. Misha, he's going to be able to get the Paralyzing Cask. It's not going to land for very long, and missed initiation there from Seb. He's tried to blindly catch Charlie. Charlie pops his God Strength. They're chasing after the Pango right now. Deafening Blast is going to push him away, but they still manage to finish off that team fighter. Look at the damage coming out from Thompson, man. Charlie, it just looks like he's being ignored as now the Supernova is going to be dealt with by the Gyrocopter. Charlie, it finally falls as he couldn't even kill mid one. Supreme looking to finish him off with the Tornado, the Ice Wall, but no, the heals come in from No-Tail. That is an ultra kill for the Chad Sun, and they didn't kill anything. Look, they're all ending on mid one. This is just sad at this point in time. This is cyberbullying. This is
give him the rampage. Oh, those are some good teammates. Those are some great teammates.
Well, shout out for Ninjas in Pyjamas for giving him the rampage as well. Woo! That was I mean, that was a fun series, no doubt, but that was a bit of a stomp, man.
That was a stomp.